What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today the Alliance quest is back upon us, and it has brought with it a Moth hero that looks kind of like Lemonwood, like a lot like Lemonwood, to be fair. So we're going to have a closer look at AURICARC. We're going to see what he's all about, see if he can hold his own. And yeah, in terms of the Moth family, things are starting to heat up. We're starting to beef out the family. So let's get right into the portal with this dude, and we shall have a closer look at the Moth version of Lemonwood. He's featured alongside Moth and also Grovert. To be honest, these are two of my favorite heroes in this portal. I really like the massive amount of damage that you get from Moth. I think that she's really awesome because she heals as well. She's not selfish. She summons a Mega Fiend. Yeah, it's all good. It's really all good. And it increases the damage that's dealt to its target when she summons that Moth Fiend as well. And then you've got Grovert, just again, an insanely good hero running at super fast speed, and he summons a Moth Mega Fiend for the target, and the Fiend damages the target, and it also gives a negative 50% mana generation for the owner. So it really does prevent people from being able to come back. And yeah, it's a really good, these are both really good heroes. So AURICARC has a lot to live up to. So let us check him out. So he is, of course, a holy hero. He is of the Moth family. So just for a quick recap, they do get a bonus from a single hero upwards. At the start of each turn, they cast Moth Dust to a random enemy for either 2, 3, or 4 turns, depending on how many other heroes you have. The Moth Dust gives negative 10% mana generation. If the Moth Dust is cleansed or removed, then the target falls asleep and receives 60% increased damage while sleeping. That's really very tricky to deal with when you're on a defensive team, because you don't want the negative mana generation because you're trying to charge up your tiles. But if you remove the negative mana generation, then of course you don't want to fall asleep either, because then you can't gain mana and you receive 60% increased damage while you're sleeping. So yeah, it's a really, really solid family bonus, especially for defensive teams. I think it probably works better on defense than on offense. And of course, they get an event hero bonus. So with the currently ongoing event, they do get a few perks in terms of their stats. His passive, he's going to have dodge special skill damage. So a 10% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage. Not the strongest, but I guess the family bonus kind of makes up for that. Let's move on to his, I mean, like I say, the art just looks really reminiscent of Lemonwood. I don't know if Lemonwood is facing the same way or not, but he's also a holy hero. He's also got the bow and arrow. Like, he's also in that kind of same pose. Yeah, so I don't know, like copyright with the Astral Elves, but to be fair, it's their own creation. So yeah, I'm fine with it. Not as good as some of the others, though. So he benefits from the special skill boost ether talent. So at the start of the battle, his special skill deals additional 30% damage for the first 6 turns. In battles with multiple waves, that gets refreshed on every single wave. And without the max power on, it's 1177 on the team power. So that is exactly in line with our newest Garrison Guard 1177 that we just looked at yesterday, Yarlaith. So yeah, power creep is slowing down. As far as his base stats, we've got 1312 on attack, 1095 on defense, and 2051 on health. So he's definitely built for attack. He's built for damage. So let's hope he's doing some of that. His special skill is called Riches to Poor. Oh, God, like a Robin Hood parody there, Riches to Poor. He is running at fast speed, which is awesome. So first point, he steals all minions or a mega minion from the target. That's solid. I mean, being able to steal a mega minion is a really, really good skill straight away. He steals 40% mana from the target and distributes it to allies. I think this may have been 50% in beta. I seem to remember seeing it 50%, but still 40% mana from the target is pretty awesome. So kind of like a Ruffian and Nurgib, I think she takes 50% mana as well and distributes it to all allies. And that can be the difference between charging your heroes and, you know, having to wait an extra turn or two. He deals 530% damage to the target, and the target falls into deep sleep and receives 80% increased damage while in deep sleep. So just for a quick recap, the character in deep sleep cannot gain mana or attack. The character in deep sleep is awoken once it takes 500 damage. the effect is uncleansable. Okay, so I believe that the way that the normal sleep works is it doesn't include damage from minions or mega minions. So that cannot wake the target. But I think that with the deep sleep one, it may well include the damage from minions and mega minions. And that might be why it's not mentioned. If it does include the damage from mega minions, then it's probably a worse effect than the regular sleep. If it doesn't, and I can't confirm this right now, I do apologize, guys, but then it is better than regular sleep. I hope that makes sense, because the character is woken only once they take 500 damage. So if they take less than 500 damage, you may well still have another turn. So yeah, it's cool. It's actually a higher increased damage that they take compared to a regular sleeping target. But to be fair, this guy's doing enough to warrant that not being a humongous part of his special and still being an excellent hero. So yeah, I think he's an excellent hero. So I mean, let's go over it again just to recap. He steals all the minions or a mega minion from the target. So he's a good counter for heroes like the Garrison Guard heroes, because they summon their mega minions, and once they go up, they're really difficult to take down. Being able to steal that mega minion and use it for yourself is, I mean, that's a big part of most of the Garrison Guard specials, is that mega minion that, you know, carries a lot of them through. You take somebody like Violet Potts, for example, she dispels and then she puts up a buff block, but she summons the mega minion, and that is the main part of her special with the Sword Guard mega minion. So being able to steal that is extremely strong. And then the distribution of mana from the target to all allies, I would put this guy as an excellent part of an attack team. Put him with a couple of other holy heroes that charge at average speed. Get him to fire off and steal the necessary mana to get your other heroes charged up. The 530% damage to the target is humongous. Like, it's a really solid snipe at fast speed, but alongside everything else that he's doing, it just makes him that much better. And then you can finish him off with the other heroes, because the target's in deep sleep, and you know that the next hit that target takes, they're going to take 80% increased damage, plus you just stole their mega minion and all the rest of the good stuff that he's doing. So yeah, I like this guy. I think he's a really excellent hero. So humongous congrats if you do manage to get your hands on AURICARC. I think he is a freaking brutal hero. As far as comparison between the three, I mean, I do love Mortwitch just because of the way she looks, but like, I'd be hard pressed not to say that he's the best hero, the new best hero in the Moth's portal. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this new hero that we've got in the Moth's portal. Do drop us a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't subscribed already and you don't want to miss any future upcomings. There's quite a lot happening in the month of May. I have done a link to a calendar video, so I'll pop a link to that below in the description. But yeah, share it with your mother, guys. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now.